So give it up for the one, the only DJ Quest, everybody, Mr. Rich. It's this little button right there.
All right, how is everybody doing tonight? Good. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Rich. I moved here about 11 years ago from Colorado originally. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I sweat like it's a superpower. I sweat so much here in this state. They say wearing black is supposed to be slimming, but after you sweat for a couple hours here in Florida, it looks like you got cocaine residue dried on your shirt.
Yeah.
Not a good look. Not a good look.
No.
So, Deep Thoughts, Episode 1, Season 1. Because my name is Richard, every photo I take of myself is a dick pic. A lot of girls like guys with beards. I have a beard. I'll honestly tell you, the only reason I have this beard is because the fact that I shave my balls. Because I believe life is all about balance. Shaving your balls has to be the closest thing that any man can come to performing surgery in their life. I remember laying on my parents' bathroom floor trying to get the hair cut, but nothing else. I learned over the years, I grew up skinny, I grew and gained some weight, and I realized that you become fat enough. Fat guys don't have dicks. They have peepees. And yeah, it's an embarrassing thing. And I know, I got divorced recently and started dating, and one girl and I, we had a couple of rounds and stuff. We had fun. We dated for a while. And she called me a shrimp dick. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell? I'm so offended. But now, you know what? Fuck it. I just embrace it. So any girl I bring home now, I got that tartar sauce right next to the bed.
Yeah.
Bring it, bitch.
Oh, baby. Wow.
I'll tell you why I like Asian women. They don't seem too disappointed when I pull out my average size cock. My girlfriend and I got into some sex toys recently. Anybody heard of a Hitachi? Hitachi? So, yeah, I mean, my girl's in there on the bed, late, finishing herself and off, and I'm the kid in me, pull out the toy car and start running it up her leg. And don't you hate it when she starts using the Hitachi and starts making those awkward, uncomfortable sounds? And like I'm on the phone with my mom and she's back there sounding like she's singing a song from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
My God.
If guys could suck their own dick, there really wouldn't be any reason for women.
Wow.
And I remember thinking about and talking to my friends that are dating, they're on the dating scene, and the girl's like, oh yeah, I don't suck dick. No, I don't suck his dick. And I'm just like, really? Like, really? Like your entire life, you've been eating foods that are shaped like dicks. That prepared you for this moment.
Uh-huh. Don't
get it twisted, ladies. If a gay guy calls you an asshole, isn't that a compliment? and conversely, if a lesbian calls you a pussy, I just say thank you. So my daughter's here with her boyfriend, 21 years old. Her boyfriend's a little bit older, and I warned my daughter. I said, you know what? I know there's all these different kinks and stuff, but you really shouldn't call your boyfriend daddy, because inevitably, you guys are having sex, you call him daddy, he's gonna think about me. So I was having a barbecue recently, my kids were over, we were having some hamburgers and stuff, and just getting everything finished up. And we were asking friends, like my son's girlfriend's there, and I was like, hey, Becky, do you want your buns toasted? And my daughter just interrupted, stopped in perfect comedic timing, and she goes, you don't look like somebody that gets her buns toasted. So my daughter's been dating her boyfriend for a while, and I know eventually the news is gonna come, hey dad, we wanna get married. So I gotta think of like appropriate responses. And I don't have a ton of money because of the divorce, so I'm thinking like, where's the closest Motel 6? We'll get you set up. They'll leave a light on for you. I read an article, this is a true story, I read an article about the mummies in Egypt. They found cocaine residue on the mummies in Egypt, in their body, in their system. So, do the Egyptians know how to party or what?
Right.
You're right. And I'll tell you how advanced the Egyptians were. Luxor in Egypt had Wi-Fi. Crazy. Crazy. So I was partying down to Ybor.
Yeah.
Stayed out till like 3, 4 in the morning and fucked a homeless girl last night. Don't worry. I wrapped it up in a trash bag before I hit it.
Good.
One thing about homeless people, if you think about it, they could be the worst litterers in the world and also the most eco-friendly. And I do a lot of volunteer work, and so I volunteer at homeless shelters, and you always meet these suburban kids, these sheltered kids, you know, the homeschool type. And they're like, oh my God, I met this man, and he was so sweet, he was so down to earth, he was so understanding. I'm like, yeah, bitch, he sleeps on the floor. Thinking about back in my high school days, the glory days, the good old times. I should have lettered in masturbation in high school. I jerked off so much, the only bike that I could ride was a motorcycle. So I went to Colorado. I'm originally from there, you know, and it's a weed-friendly state. So I got me some a vape pen full with THC, pure THC. And so I'm back here in Florida and having some fun with some friends. And all of a sudden, when you have a cool little toy like that, all your broke-ass friends show up and want to try it. Oh yeah, man, just let me hit it one time. You know, and I'm puffing on this thing. Progressively, I'm starting to get really, really fucking high. And my friend keeps bugging me, come on, man, just give me one shot, just give me hit it. And I was thinking about it. I was like, a little bit earlier tonight, this guy is telling me about this girlfriend that he's got and that he's eating her ass. And so that was in the back of my mind. I took one last big pull. He's like, come on, man, give me one reason. Give me one reason why I should. I go, you eat ass, bro. So there's a lot of plastic surgeons out here in the area, in the Tampa Bay area. There's this guy named Castellano. He's got this billboard out there. You see this woman there, her top, and you see this perfect pair of breasts, which is appropriate. It's a plastic surgery center. But then you got the doctor's head there, looking at the breasts. Like, what kind of fucking psycho do you have to be? What kind of narcissist do you have to be to put your head on there and look at that like that? I'm DJ Quest. I've been DJing through quarantine. That was a skill that I acquired. And I love all kinds of music. And playing for younger crowds, I play some trap music. And if anyone has heard 21 Savage, that song A Lot, I like to make my own remix version. How many times do you fart? A lot. How many times do you shit? A lot. How many times do you fat? A lot. So I'm a divorcee, like I said. I'm a recovering Mr. Nice Guy. Any nice guys out there?
Yeah.
So I got pushed around. I got walked all over many times in the corporate world, in my work, in my relationships, and I got past that finally. I had this emotional and a mental breakdown. I guess what they say in like the spiritual circles, I had a moment of clarity afterwards. And I talked to some people from high school, and they're like, man, what has changed? Like, what did you do? Like, you were so different. Like, what did you do? Did you have therapy, or did you take medication? Or, oh, let me guess, you were like doing some like self-help, like Tony Robbins shit and stuff like that. You went to a seminar or something. And I was like, no, actually, it was Lil Wayne. And they're like, what? I was like, when I had that moment of clarity in my mind, the only thing I could think of was a Lil Wayne lyric. So when I see myself and I start acting like that little whiny bitch, that little simp, that little pussy, I just pull out my mantra, which is that Lil Wayne lyric, and I just go, motherfucker, I'm ill. Yeah. Thank you for your time. My name is Rich.